for starters, Monday. What's going on Monday? The crazy 10 or less. With Kickstarter going on, do you really need the publisher's help? Or can you do it yourself? That's the question of the day. You don't want to miss the crazy 10 or less. Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is the show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under. And if I don't, damn. Anyway, do you really need a publisher when you have Kickstarter? That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. So why did this topic come up? Because I'm in pitch mode, and in pitch mode is when we're just going out there and hustling and trying to get the word out to as many decision makers out there as possible. And what I learned was that I've been looking at all of the people that are launching this stuff on Kickstarter. And there are some that are like ultra successful with Kickstarter, and there's some that just they're making their goal, whether it's 2,000, 1,500, 3,000. So the thought came to mind is, do you really need, as an unknown, as an independent, do you really need a publisher when you can crowdsource, get your funding on Kickstarter to support your product? And I know you hate when I say this, but it all depends, right? So it all depends on the revenue you generated. It all depends on what you're willing and not willing to do. And it also all depends on the people you're working with. So there's a lot of different factors you have to consider. So let's start somewhere. Let's say that you are working on a book and it's a miniseries. Say it's like 5 issues, right? And you're going to eventually collect it. And you want to raise, and you thought the operational costs of this book is, say, $2,000. So that's just the operational costs, right? That's paying the people, and it's paying to get enough printed to get it into the hands of the pledgers. Can you self-publish on that alone? It'll be very difficult. Because if you're just recouping the operating costs, you're not going to be able to do it. Because you also got to think of the other cost factors behind it. The cost of doing business. So if you want to publish, you have to consider a lot of other factors. Marketing, promotion, paraphernalia, the other things. Now, print on demand is great, but if nobody knows that it's available, who cares, right? So what is a realistic number to achieve to be able to successfully, let's say, get that first issue out? Because self-publishing, is Diamond going to want to pick you up? Well, Diamond's going to want to pick you up if you're able to produce the minimum units required. So let's say that first order is 2,000 copies. And I'm just lowballing it. You have to be able to upfront that money. But if you only raise $2,000 to pay for the operating costs and to pay to get the backers their rewards, where's the money going to come from? Right? So that's one negative aspect of it, or the opportunity you have to consider. So how much money do you have to raise? So you got to think about those incidental costs that in the event that you have to self-publish. Right? Because Indie Planet is not the end-all be-all. There's a lot of places that provide print on demand. But there's also, let's say a retailer like Target or Walmart says, you know what, we really like it and we want to pick up these orders. You need a distributor. You need to have a service provider that's able to take those orders. Right, so they're going to order the book. Say your retail price for the book is $3.95, right? Walmart's not paying $3.95. Walmart's paying maybe $1.50, $2, probably 50% off the retail price. Sometimes 60%. And they want a deal. So now you need a large enough order that the print on demand service is able to recoup the money for the print service and the shipping service. Because if not, you have to supplement that. So those are the other things you have to consider. So that's why it's a very gray area. If you're just looking to localize, stick with print on demand and try to hustle on social media, well, you can do that too. But if you want to truly make an income, or you're just going to just put the money back into operating costs, those are the things you have to figure out. So those are the things that go through my head as I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this. And so what are the benefits of a publisher? The benefits of a publisher is name recognition, global reach, notoriety, marketing power, access to industries and executives and licensing opportunities that you won't have when you're doing it from your basement of your home with the crew that you're with. That goes back to the other point. Who you're working with is going to be really important to the success of what happens, because it's going to require a lot of work. Does everyone have that same commitment level? Do they want to put in that work? Or is it they just, look, I just want to draw and that's it. Just pay me and keep me out of all that other nonsense. So you have to figure out all those things. Is everyone else just freelancers for hire and you're just trying to really build a name, or are you a hobbyist and you're having fun? So how much do you have to make on Kickstarter to really have a go at it for your first issue if you're looking to self-publish and distribute and market? Yeah, you need a lot of money. You need 10,000 or up minimum, and I'm lowballing 10,000 or higher, because you got to think of those costs that are just going to sneak up on you. You're self-publishing. If you're going to do a trade paperback and you want it to be carried in the other stores, you have to buy an ISBN. You have to get a barcode. You have to find that distributor. You have to pay for those upfront costs. All those things that we don't really understand until we're faced with the realities of, hey, I just got turned down by 14 publishers. I really believe in my product. I have to do this on my own. That leads into a whole different topic about, marketability and brand recognition and, commercialization. This is Duty, by the way. If you don't know Duty, you're going to know soon. So brand recognition is critical. So those are some things just to consider. I don't have the answers. I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to figure this out because I definitely don't want to self-publish, but it may become a reality, and so I have to rethink my approach. But that's like a few months down. Right now, it's about just building and having fun. So this is a topic. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Put some comments down below. Hit that thumbs up if you like this. If you think I missed some points, you think I'm off base, whatever it is, let's talk about it. Let's have fun, because I think we're all learning this together. This new world of technology where independence can really be a reality. That independent creators, we think about that word. We really have the opportunity to really define our future and really have income. But it requires a lot of work and a lot of time. That's another whole different conversation, because I've been working from home and I feel like there's not enough time in the day. So anyway, that's another topic. That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Join us on Wednesday for our live show as Aurora's Compoyos and Jonathan Psycho Cyfax come back into the studio, and we're going to virtually, and we're going to have fun. And we have a special guest with Charles Dixon joining the crew from Vex Comics and What's in the Box. Johnny Boy's getting featured on What's in the Box, with Celestine. And then Sunday we have a special Kickstarter show promoting other Kickstarters. And that's it. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Please subscribe. Help us monetize. We're trying to get to monetization, so we need you to do that. Thumbs up. Have a great day. Peace.